Welcome back, guys. Um, just recently, I had a request from one of our viewers to asking me if I could figure out how to uh, install the latest Nvidia drivers in his Debian distribution. And so, let's see. Yeah, so TJ Wolf, when he installed Sparky Linux, he if you just go ahead and install NVIDIA drivers, you're going to get the 340.65. So evidently he was having a problem with running a game with those drivers, and I can understand. You especially with NVIDIA, you kind of want to get the latest drivers. So I gave him a couple of links that explained, but as usual with the Debian explanations, it's not always easy to do. So I thought I'd make this video to walk TJ through it, and I'm sure many others will get some benefit from it. So 3.52 is available. I already went through the process, and as you can see, I have 3.5255 running on my system. And so the way to do that, it's not real difficult, but you have to understand all of the steps, and you have to do them one by one. So the first thing is you're going to run SU in your terminal, then enter the password. So you're in your terminal as root. All of these commands need to be entered as root. So let's see. Okay, and so let's close that out and take this step by step. Okay, so I'm not going to go through all this in my system, but because I already did. But if you type SU enter, then put your password in, then you're going to copy this line right here to add the experimental repo to your sources list. Now this command will do that for you. Let me show you my sources list. You see how it was added in right at the bottom here? That's the key step because that's where the drivers are. They're in the experimental repo. So you want to add that to your sources list. Now, if for some reason that doesn't work for you, then just copy deb ftp and you can manually add it to your sources list. Now, your sources list is in, I'll show you where it is. If you go under well, we need to get to the root folder, etc. or etc apt and then sources list. Okay, so that's where you want to go for that folder. If you have to update it manually, then this is what you want to put in. But as I said before, this command should add it to your sources list automatically. It did on mine. Once you add that line to your sources, then you're going to do apt get update. You don't need sudo because you're already running your terminal as root. Then you're going to, after you update, you're going to run this command, apt get -t experimental install Nvidia driver. Now that's going to install 352. It's going to stop about halfway through and put up kind of a warning message, and then it's going to give you the option to enter Q to quit. that's what you are going to enter. Now, I believe TJ has the GTX 760 in Nvidia card, which is what I have, so this should work out fine. So when you see that little message pop up in terminal, just scroll down, hit Q for quit, and it will continue on and install the driver. Then you want to install Nvidia xconfig. Okay, so you're gonna same command here, apt-get -t experimental install Nvidia xconfig. Now then you want to run Nvidia xconfig. That will update your config file. Then you're going to reboot. Once you reboot and you go into your menu, now this is Sparky Linux I'm in right now, the LXDE version. Once you go in and you bring up your Nvidia menu, you're going to see 352.55. So once you do that and you verify that everything's working fine, go into your sources and let me pull up my sources. I'm using LeafPad. So if I open up my sources list, down at the bottom where you have experimental, I would comment that out because you don't want to be pulling any other packages in from experimental. And so you're not going to need that. Now once the drivers, if the drivers change, if the latest drivers change, you might want to go in once a month, uncomment that, and then run an update. Now, when you go in to update the drivers later on, what you'll do is you'll run this same command. So to update the driver, you're going to run this same command. And if there is, you're going to run apt-get update, of course, but then you're going to run this same command to update. If there's been an update, it will update the driver for you. It'll remove the 352 and add in whatever new one is available. So following these steps should get you your 352. I am living proof that it works. I'm sitting here with 352.55. I'm in Sparky Linux. My card is the GeForce GTX 760, which you can see right here. And so we are good to go. So I hope that helped. And please rate, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for stopping by, guys. I'll see you soon. Take care.